All right, we're about to take a trip deep inside one of the most incredible, intricate, and honestly, kind of weird organs in your entire body.
So, let me ask you a question. What's the most sophisticated, high-tech piece of machinery that you own? Is it your phone, your laptop, maybe that fancy new car? Well, the answer is actually your ear. And no, it's not just a microphone for your brain. This amazing piece of natural engineering is actually doing two critical jobs at the exact same time. Hearing, obviously, but also a second job you probably don't even think about, keeping you balanced.
Our journey starts with the only part we can actually see, the outer ear. But think of this as just the lobby, the reception desk. It's designed to capture sound and funnel it into this hidden world of super delicate machinery buried deep inside your skull.
So, let's talk about the pinna. That's the cartilage flap we call our ear. It's not just some random shape, All those unique folds and curves are perfectly designed. They act like a satellite dish, grabbing sound waves out of the air and channeling them inwards. So once those sound waves are collected, they shoot down the auditory canal, which is basically a tunnel running into your head. And at the end of that tunnel, they hit a thin, tightly stretched membrane called the eardrum. This is the front door to the middle ear.
Okay, so we've just passed through the gateway. We are now in the middle ear, which is this tiny air-filled chamber that works like a brilliant mechanical amplifier. And this is where the physics gets really, really cool.
So when those sound waves hit the eardrum, it vibrates, just like the skin on a musical drum. And that vibration sets off a chain reaction, activating a set of three tiny, absolutely remarkable little bones.
3. That's it. Just 3 bones. And get this, they happen to be the 3 smallest bones in your entire body. Together, they're known as the ossicles. Say hello to the hammer, the anvil, and the stirrup. Or, if you want to get technical, the malleus, incus, and stapes. They form this perfect little connected chain, passing the vibrations along from the eardrum deeper and deeper into the ear.
But wait a second, why go through all this trouble? Why does the sound even need to be amplified? Well, this gets us to a really fascinating engineering problem that the body had to solve.
You see, the middle ear, where we are now, is filled with air, easy to move through. But the next stop on our tour, the inner ear, is filled with liquid. And if you've ever tried running in a swimming pool, you know it takes way more force to make waves in a fluid than it does in air.
So here is the brilliant solution. Those 3 little bones, the ossicles, they act like a lever system. They take the gentle force from the big surface of the eardrum and they concentrate all of it onto the tiny little base of the stirrup. This move boosts the pressure about 20 times, just enough power to get that fluid moving in the inner ear.
And now we're heading into the inner ear. It's this fluid-filled, almost alien-like world where those vibrations finally get translated into something the brain can actually understand.
The star of the show in here is the cochlea, which is actually Greek for snail because, well, look at it. It's got this incredible spiral shape. As the stirrup bone pushes and pulls, it creates pressure waves that start to ripple through the fluid inside this amazing little organ.
So, inside the cochlea, these fluid waves trigger a structure called the organ of Corti. And this is it. This is the magic moment of transduction. That's just a fancy word for changing one form of energy into another. Thousands of microscopic little hair cells, they bend with the waves. And these cells are so unbelievably sensitive, if one of them were as tall as the Eiffel Tower, it could detect a sway of just a few feet. That tiny, tiny bending action is enough to create an electrical signal, the language of the nervous system.
Absolutely incredible, right? A physical vibration in the air has now become an electrical code in your head. But hearing is only half of what this amazing inner ear is doing.
That's because your ear has a secret identity. It is also the headquarters for your entire sense of balance. It's your very own built-in gyroscope. Meet the vestibular system. It's located right next to the cochlea, and this complex set of fluid-filled tubes and sacs is constantly telling your brain where your head is in space, whether you're standing still, spinning around, or jumping up and down. So the system has 2 main parts. First, you've got 3 semicircular canals. They're set up at right angles to each other so they can detect any kind of rotation, like nodding your head or shaking it no. As your head moves, the fluid inside sloshes around and triggers receptors. Then you've got the vestibule, which uses these tiny little calcium crystals that shift with gravity to tell your brain if you're moving forwards, backwards, up, or down. So let's put this all together.
What we really have here is a symphony of signals, right? It's an incredible journey from a simple vibration in the air to this rich, complex perception of both sound and your place in space.
Really, the best way to think about what the ear does is as a four-step energy conversion. It takes acoustic energy from sound waves, turns it into mechanical energy with those vibrating bones, then it becomes hydraulic energy in the cochlear fluid, and finally, it's converted into electrical energy as nerve impulses.
That final electrical code then travels up the auditory nerve straight to the brain. And it's only there, in your cerebrum, that those signals are finally decoded and understood as music, as speech, a car horn, all the sounds that make up our world.
This really makes it clear why one source called the ear deceptively complex, but absolutely fascinating. I mean, think about it. It's one single hidden organ that gives us two of our most fundamental senses at the same time. This hidden world of tiny bones, moving fluids, and microscopic hairs is constantly and silently building your reality. It is an entire symphony happening inside your head every second of every day. Which kind of makes you wonder, what happens when just a single note goes missing?